Playa Blanca, what is it like? Well, from here we're going to walk all the way along the shorefront to the other end of the town in Lanzarote, and in that video I'm going to show you the beaches, the town and the ferry port. Before we go anywhere though, that behind me is Lobos Island. You can visit it from Fuerteventura. A link to a video when I did just that is on the screen now. And that in front of me is an 18th century watchtower, apparently built to stop pirates. Aha, pirates. Gotta love a pirate. So I arrived here yesterday and you can see the video of how I got here on the channel a little earlier on. I took a flight out with Jet2 and still to come, but it'll be on that video if you see what I mean. I'm going to take a flight back with Ryanair to compare. But the weather here in December, it's pretty nice actually. It's about 21 degrees. I think when you're out of the wind it feels a bit warmer than that, but it's pretty pleasant. As you can see, it's t-shirt weather, and I won't bother showing you the shorts, but it's definitely short weather. It's quite funny really, if you haven't been to somewhere like the Canaries, and particularly Lanzarote and Fuerteventura, you get these little developments sort of perched on the edge of the island, and Playa Blanca, it's a really good example of that. As you can see right in front of us, a big development and then nothingness back towards the centre of the island. Marina down there, well that's where we're going next.
With a population of around 13,000, Playa Blanca on the south coast of Lanzarote is a 30-minute journey by road from Lanzarote Airport.
Well, we're going to have to cross the Rubicon to get to this marina. See what I did there? See what I did? I know, not very good.
Yes, you can catch me on open mic events around the world, or maybe not.
So which of those boats do you think is mine? Yeah, right. None of them. Can but dream.
You think you're funny for your friends, huh?
To be honest, not sure I'd want my own boat. I like cruise ships, as you can see on this channel. Been on a few. Mediterranean, Norway. But only my own boat? Nah, sounds like too much hard work to me. One thing I do like is that most of the buildings, not all, but most of them are the traditional white. There's always two, always a couple that just have to paint themselves a different colour to all the other buildings around them. I thought that marina was all right, but we've got a lot more to get through. We're going to go all the way along the front, right out to the ferry port and a beach nearby. If this video is proving helpful for you in planning a trip to Playa Blanca, I'd appreciate it if you can help it go to more people by hitting the like button. So that is the hotel that I'm staying in. It's been open just over a year at the time that I'm filming this, and it seems to have got some mixed reviews from some people. So if you have a look on the screen now, there's a little link to a video that will show you exactly what the hotel is like, good and bad. One of the great things about Playa Blanca is there are some genuine beaches right next to the town, including this one. We've got a couple more to take in a bit later on in this video. If you like a sandy beach, this is certainly the place for you. And if you like it to be close to shops and restaurants, it's certainly that as well. Oh, and as you can see, it's also got a breakwater to keep at bay some of the worst of the Atlantic. That is beach number one. Two more to go on this video, but also later on this channel I'll show you some more beaches on this island, and I'll let you know which was my favourite.
The walk on this video is about 2.5 miles long, and without a stop it will take you around an hour.
Well, this beach certainly gets the award for best view of ferries and also closest to restaurants and shops. Pretty? No, I don't think so. You've probably guessed it, but we're not far from getting to the ferry port, and then there's just a beach beyond there as well.
Away from the promenade at the front, which you can see on this video, there's another row of shops a block back from the shoreline.
We've pretty much made it through Playa Blanca. We're just coming up towards the ferry port, and then after that we're going to take in our final beach for this video. 4 ferries from 3 companies operate between here in Lanzarote and over there in Fuerteventura. What are they like? Well, funnily enough, I've been on all 4 in one day. I can tell you the seas, they get pretty choppy, but I can also tell you which of the 4 was my favourite. There's a link to a video about that on the screen now. Here you can see exactly what I was talking about earlier in the video, about how Playa Blanca is just sort of like this little nibble at the edge of the island, and then right behind it just got vast expanse of nothingness. So that big white building in front of us is where you can get your tickets to go across to Fuerteventura. You can buy them online as well, but a little bit of a hack: there's also good public toilets in here, so if you're caught out and you need it, it's not a bad place to come. I've lots more videos to come from my time here in Lanzarote, so if this video is proving helpful, I'm sure all the others will. So if you want to see those and not miss out on those, make sure you hit subscribe and you'll be up to date with all the latest videos from here and my travels to come, which I'm hoping are helping you in your travels. Oh, and if you want to do a similar walk to this and you want to see the same sorts of places, I always put the locations of where I go on my videos on the description to this video, and I'd also be interested in some of your recommendations for places to go in Lanzarote and things to see. And just ahead of us, finally, the last of the 3 beaches. Well, one thing's for sure, it's certainly got bigger breakwaters than the other 2 beaches in Playa Blanca, but I guess it's kind of a bit more exposed facing out into the Atlantic than the other 2. Well, I would say of the 3 beaches we've been to on this video, this is probably my favourite. It's got the right mix of being close to good facilities like restaurants and shops, but it's quite a bit quieter than the other ones. If you'd like to see a few more videos about beaches here in the Canaries, a link to a couple that I went to on Fuerteventura are on the screen now. I would say of the 3 beaches we've been to on this video, the first probably had the best sand, the second was the most centralised in town, but this one is probably my favourite. Yes, there's better sand in the first, but I think this beach has just about the right mix and some fantastic views from up here out to sea.